Hi everyone here, this is عيضة once again. Today we're gonna talk about a beautiful thing. I will talk about the woman, so pay attention. It's about the Muslim woman and how much Islam honored her.
Sorry for saying that, but a lot of points prove that Islam does injustice to women.
How? Tell me these points step by step.
Islam prevents women to work or study, and Islam orders her to stay at home.
Who told you that? Islam doesn't prevent women to work or study. Islam encourages us to study. There are bad cultures in some Islamic countries preventing girls to study, and Islam rejects that. This is a cultural problem, not Islam. It's ideal for women to stay in house to devote herself to raise her children and take care of her husband. And you can imagine if a family were the woman in the street or office and her children in shelters and nursery. It's better than a family where the woman is mother and housewife and the children raised in the custody of their mother. And ideally men must work to support women and the women stay in the house. And remember, Islam doesn't prevent her to work, but there are some cases where Islam prevents her to work if that work is a bad job or against her benefit. So why the Muslims women are covering themselves wearing veil? It's kind of repression and subservience. I will answer this for you, but first, why when none covers, it's considered that she is a great and modest woman, and when Muslim woman covers, it's considered repression and subservience? Look at the picture of the Virgin Mary as you believe. She's covered. Why do you say it's repression and subservience? Now, I will answer you why they are wearing the veil. Women are like the diamonds kept in safe places where not anyone can touch them. But they are more expensive than diamonds. They wear veil to be modest and protect themselves from the man's eyes. Yeah, from men's eyes. This picture will explain to you more. Guys like flies and girls like a candy. If the candy is not covered, the flies will be on it. And also if the girl will not cover herself, the guys will be around her like those flies and sometimes will not leave her alone. When a girl covers, no one can look at her body and lust. She is then forcing you to look at her respectfully. And she is forcing you to look at her as person, not as body. I'm talking about the true veil that cover women all, not the tight veil or the veil that show off some of her adornment and cover some. In Islam, the men inherit more than the women. That's unfair. First of all, and before I answer you, you should know that the state of woman before Islam was so awful. She did not inherit anything, she did not have any rights, man treated her as object, not as human, and man enslaved them. And when Islam came, Islam honored her and gave her a lot of rights. And about the inheritance, unfortunately, most who talk about this subject don't have background information in it. Look at why men inherit more than women. Men must work to take care of the family in Islam. Even if a woman works, she doesn't have to spend her money. She keeps her money. If she wants anything, her husband must buy it for her. But if she wants to buy it with her money, she can do that. Woman doesn't have to spend her money because it's the role of man to be supporter and provider. Even if the husband is poor and the wife is rich, the husband must support his wife. If she is a rich woman, she can help her husband. Only if she wants, and no one forcing her to do that. Now you're telling me this is unfair. You don't know that there are cases where women inherits more than men? You don't know that there are cases where women inherits the same